right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Stroh Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University for today's gymnastics competition between the Ball State Cardinals and our, of course, BGSU Falcons. My name is Kim Glandorf, and I'm going to be your guide, your tour of what is going to be going on today in this meet. I am a former Falcon gymnast myself. I attended BGSU in 1987 and finished my gymnastics career in 1991, a long time ago. And we were not here in the Stroh Center, obviously. We competed and did our practice sessions in the Epler Gymnasium in a room that's maybe half the size of the Stroh Center. But anyway, welcome. BGSU Gymnastics ready to get started for today's competition. They're taking on the Ball State Cardinals. Kind of ironic because our new head coach here at BGSU is a graduate from Ball State, and so it should be an interesting competition. BGSU is going to start on the vault, and Ball State will then start on the uneven parallel bars. BGSU, their strongest event happens to be the vault, so what a great way to kind of get started as they begin today's competition. So we're just waiting for the last minute final touches. There is the horn, and we are ready to get started. Up first for BGSU, Kara Thornton. Right now riding on about a 9.70 high score for this season this year so far. Being the first competitor up in any event or on any event is pretty tough, and so your coach relies on someone that can be consistent and kind of get you off, started off on the right foot. So Kira Thornton will begin for us on vault, and then over on the uneven parallel bars for Ball State, Ava Molina will go ahead and start for Ball State. So Brittany's given her last minutes what to do, and here we go. Being the first step on any event is a little bit nerve-wracking. This is where you set the tone for the day, for the meet on that event. And like I said, your coach puts that in consideration about who's going to be the most consistent and get them started off on the right foot. So here we go. All right, start off on the Yurchenko full. Nice job. A little stumble on the landing a little bit, but overall nice vault. Like I said, coming off around, she's averaging about a 9.70 on that vault, so we'll see if today she's able to maybe beat that average or get a high score for today. All right, then over on the bars, Ball State has begun. All right. Some things that the judges are looking for on the uneven parallel bars are the handstands, getting those within a 10-degree radius at the top. Of course, they have to have a release move, whether you go from high to low or low to high. And then, of course, the dismount, looking for that stuck landing. You have to hold your landing for at least 1 second. There we go. Nice. And then salute the judges. The judges are looking for that stuck landing and having to hold it for about that 1 second. Very nice routine. Nice start for the Ball State Cardinals. All right, up on the vault, we have Megan. Again, kind of the same score around Kira's, about 9.7 is about her high or her average for the season so far. We're just waiting on a score for Kira. Her start value is a 9.95, so if she was to do it perfect, could only get a 9.95. The Yurchenko full and a half is a 10.0 start value, and there are a few girls that will do that vault today as well. But Kira's was a 9.95. So let's see what her score is. It's one of the toughest things to do for a gymnast is having to wait for the judges. Their scores. Sometimes they have to talk about things, and when it's your turn up, you're ready to go. It's really hard to stand and watch and wait, but it's the zone. All right. Looks like Kira with a 9.575. So a nice start. Not as good as probably, starting off with her 9.7 average that she's been averaging so far this year, but A nice solid start for Kira, 9.575. All right. Next on the vault, we have Megan. She is from Connecticut, and I believe that she's doing the same vault that Kira did. Oh, very nice. Just a hop on that landing there. If she could get a stick, that'd be 10 times better. Good for her. On the uneven parallel bars, Ava went with a 9.725. Nice, strong start for Ball State over there on the uneven parallel bars. Next up for them, Grace Sumner. Let's see how well she can do. Right. Nice handstand. Release from low to high. And then she goes from high to low. Very nice. Toe point. A little short on that handstand there. The judges want to see it right on top of the bar. Double back flyaway dismount. Nice step landing. All right. Obviously, that fall cost is going to cost her a little bit there. But you have 6 competitors with the top 5 scores counting, so they will be able to throw that score out if it was one of the lowest ones, which would be nice if she did score under, of course, that 9.75. All right, on vault for Megan, she went with a 9.750. Awesome job on that vault. Megan is up next. Ooh, nice swarm in the air. Oh, nice. Almost a perfect step landing. Just a little hop there on that landing. Her high score that she received actually last week against Central Michigan and SEMO when they were home. They tri-meet last week, went with a 9.80. Let's see if that vault might have been a little bit better. We'll see if the judges want to give that. While we wait for Megan Bingham's score, or Madison Coburn is up next for us, or for BGSU on the vault. And her high score, 9.75, she received in their very first meet of the season against Eastern Michigan University. So we'll see if she can do better on that score of a 9.75. Again, over on the bars, just kind of waiting for the score for Grace. Wow. For Megan on the vault, 9.825. Fantastic job. Beats that high score from last week. She's off to a great start with a 9.825. Again, just things kind of held up over there on the uneven parallel bars. Must have been a discrepancy in some way that would cause the delay. All right, so for Grace over on the uneven parallel bars, it was a 9.15. Unfortunately, that fall did hurt. So they're hoping to have the next 4 teams be strong so they can drop that 9.15. All right, up on bars then, Zoe Middleton is up for Ball State. A little leg separation there on that handstand. A little short on that handstand. We just have to see that perfect at the top. Nice dismount, double back flyaway. Nice stuck landing. Nice job. That would definitely be better than the 9.15. They'll be able to drop that for the team score. All right, next on the vault, Madison Coburn is up next. All right, her high score for the season so far, 9.75. She scored that in the very first meet of the season at Eastern Michigan. Let's see if she can do better. She's also going to be doing in the Yurchenko full. A love the excitement that they have, and they know they did a really good job on that event. Routine, vault, smiling, happy, teammates giving her high fives. Just a little bit hop on that landing, a little bit of a pike down. But for the most part, a very, very nice vault. All right, we'll wait for her score. We're going to head on over to the uneven parallel bars and wait for the next competitor. Jordana Phyllis is up next for Ball State. Ball State's coming off of a record season last year in 2024. Top scores for them in the team at 198. They broke the 198 mark and the 197 mark a couple of times last year. So very strong team, and a lot of those girls are back this year. So Ball State is definitely going to be contending for the MAC championship this year overall, and the championship meet that's going to be held later in March. Right now their record stands at 9-2, and they are 1-0 in the MAC. So they're off, like I said, to a great start. All right, with Madison, she went with a 9.725. So far, 4 for 4 for BGSU on vault. It's awesome. All right, over on bars. Here we go. Zoe went with a 9.75. Nice finger release move there. Just a little short on that handstand. So far, so good. Getting ready for a dismount. Oh, a double layout flyway. Just a little hop on that landing. Overall, nice bar routine. All right, next on the vault is Shanita Brown. Also doing the Uchenko full. And her high came off of last week at 9.75 against Central Michigan and Southeast Missouri. So let's see if she can do better than that 9.75 from last week. Feet together, nice landing. Again, just a teeny hop on that landing. Unfortunately, that is a deduction that the judges are going to take. But other than that, nice vault. You'll see the double lines on their mat that they land on. They have to land in between those two white lines to not receive any deduction or additional deduction for going outside there. So far, so good. The first 5 vaults all were directly in those 2 lines. Just a little hop on the landing. Let's see what the judges do with that. Again, waiting over there on the uneven parallel bars for the next competitor for Ball State. All right, we have Mary Rose up next. All right, with a 9.675 for that bar score. Nicely done for Ball State. All right, 9.80. All right, for Shania Brown. Much a better score from last weekend and from the first meet at Eastern Michigan with a 9.8. Nice, solid scores for BGSU. All right, bars. Mary Rose. Nice toe point in her handstands, double flyway. Just a little low on that landing, had to take that hop forward to avoid falling. Overall, nice bar routine. All right. On vault, our 6th vaulter, Katrina. Let's see, 9.80 last weekend at home. Let's see if she can do better than that 9.80. Beautiful distance on that vault. Nice height and distance. Still a little hop on that landing, which will be a little bit of a deduction, but overall, very, very nice vault. Vault just happens to be BGSU's best event. They are ranked nationally. They're number 49th on vault in terms of where they fall in the all the teams that compete in Division I. So they are number 49. So that happens to be their best event. All right. Where Ball State, their best event happens to be on floor. And bars is their second best event, which is what they are on right now. While we wait for Mary Rose's score, Ashley Savansky is up next. She happened to be the MAC specialist of the week for this week from last week's meet that they had, which is quite the honor when you get those kinds of things from the MAC. Those mean quite a bit, actually. All right, the score for Mary Rose, 9.725. Solid score for her. And we're going to go ahead and watch Ashley compete for Ball State. BGSU does have an exhibition that's going to perform on vault, and we'll get back to her in just a minute. Here is Ashley. Beautiful giant full, right into a ginger. Love how she kept her feet together on that ginger. It's a difficult skill to keep the feet together. Nice giant full, right into her dismount to get that bonus. Beautiful double back flyway, stuck landing. She's an anchor on that event for a reason. When you are the last one up, that you're called the anchor, and usually it's your best gymnast or who usually can have the highest score. And I can see why she was put there. Very nice job for Ashley. All right, here we are with our exhibition for BGSU on vault. And Kayla Shaw, her high score so far at 9.75. Let's see if she can improve on that. All of her teammates did the Yurchenko full. She decided to step out of that family, so to speak, and did a front handspring, front pike half turn. So a little different than Yurchenko full. So nice job for her. Katrina went with a 9.725. Very strong score for her as well. BGSU went with a 48.825. Nice score for them as an overall team. Ball State also has an exhibition. Carly Mercer is going to perform that routine. An exhibition just means that they get to compete along with the team. They are able to get a score, but that score cannot be counted in their team score. But it allows gymnasts to practice in front of a judge and get a score, and then maybe move their way up into the lineup. So this routine is just as important as every other one, except for it doesn't count for the team score, but it definitely can be something in the future that they might want to look at. And Ashley went with a 9.80 for that bar routine. Nice job for Ball State on bars. Right. Nice past handstand out of her release move. Pack salto to the low bar. A little over on that handstand, but she's keeping it moving. That's okay. Beautiful cast handstand. I said judges are wanting to see that. Giant full into the double back flyaway. Nice landing. She does get bonus for that giant full into that dismount, and that's where she can get some extra additional tenths of a point added onto her start value. You want to try to get close to that 10.0 start value, so you give yourself a fighting chance out there to earn your highest score possible. All right. That was our last competitor for the first rotation, so to speak. So Ball State's going to move on over here to the vault, and BGSU is going to go ahead and move over onto the uneven parallel bars. Oftentimes people say when you are home, you have the home field advantage, so to speak, because you go on the Olympic rotation order. You go vault, bars, beam, floor, and then the visitor, they have to go bars, vault, floor, beam, and finish up on beam, which of course everybody knows that's the event that we all call the Achilles heel, where it's one of the toughest events to not only start on, but also finish on. So we'll see how Ball State can handle that pressure and whatnot. Want to send congratulations out to our first year head coach here at BGSU for her victory last weekend. She was the BGSU was part of a tri-meet with Central Michigan, which then took the meet. They had a 195.60, and BGSU beat Southeast Missouri. We had a 192.6 to their 192.375. So congratulations to her on her first victory as a BGSU coach. And she is the 4th coach in the history of BGSU Gymnastics, which kind of tells you that when they come here to coach, they stay. I know my coach, Dr. Charles Simpson, he originated the program. He was the first coach, and he coached for many, many years. He was, like I said, my coach for the 4 years that I was here. And then Dan Connolly was the next coach that took over the program. I actually was one of the assistant coaches here at BGSU for 2 years. Charles Simpson's last year, and then Dan Connolly's first year. And then I went ahead and married and had children and was not able to really coach anymore. And then Carrie Turner came on and took over the program, and she was here for quite a number of years. And then she decided to change her route, or where she decided to take her passion for BGSU on the academic side. And then we brought in Brittany Emmons. So, like I said, only the 4th coach in the program history. The Stroh Center is a fantastic place to have a gymnastics meet. Have, seating on all 4 sides, plenty of room, lighting and whatnot. But this is not where BGSU gymnasts, they do not practice here in the Stroh. They practice, like I said earlier, in Epler North, I do believe. I know when I was in school, we were in Epler North. And then they moved to Anderson Arena, which was where they played basketball. So to their home gym and whatnot to work out. And so they don't really have what we call the home field advantage, because they don't practice in this gym during the week. They practice in Anderson Arena. I still do believe that is the case, which is where they used to play basketball, like I said. And that building is old and whatnot. And rumor has it that they're going to be tearing that building down, from what I understand. I'm not sure when that's happening, but that's something that is a rumor out there in the community in which I live. I do live in the community of Bowling Green. I've married and raised my girls here, and I've been, an avid fan of BGSU Gymnastics, since I came here in 1987.
Kaya Fowler, Zoe Middleton, and Lindsay Girard with an exhibition by
All right, so we're getting ready for our touch warm-up. So, like I said, Ball State is going to be on the vault, and BGSU is going to be on the bars. So right now, BGSU, they rank 60th on bars, where on the vault for Ball State, actually this is their, if you want to call it their, not, I wouldn't say worst, because it's not really their worst, but their event that they're not as strong as maybe the other events. It happens to be 4th, so, but they're 44th on the vault in terms of their ranking and whatnot. The floor happens to be their best event. If you look at the rankings nationally for Ball State, actually is the floor. I'm anxious to see how BGSU competes on the uneven parallel bars. I think bars is also one of the toughest events. The upper body strength needed to compete on that event is really tough. When I came to BGSU as a freshman, I did compete in the all-around, and then the one event that I stopped competing on and just became a specialist was the uneven parallel bars. I just could not maintain the strength needed and the skill set to do what they needed me to do, and so I was more than happy to give my role to somebody else who was going to be able to do better than that on me. So I finished my career as a vault, beam, and floor specialist, and finished my 3 years, and then on those 3 events and whatnot. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some replays of today's events on the vault. The tranquil folds that were competed earlier. And the bars as well. Pack salto, a very popular skill that most gymnasts do perform to get that criteria of the high bar to low bar. And like I said, on the bars, the judges are looking for those handstands to be right on top of the bar. And then, of course, there's stuck landings, which is a nice one right there. Good. Beautiful. Right in between those 2 lines, like I said, when you are looking at your landing, not only sticking your landing, but also in those 2 lines if you do go out. Nice toe point. Hard to remember to point your toes on bars when you are swinging like that in the air. Toe handstand into a full, and then into the tuck flyway, double flyway. Very good. Beautiful. Right down the middle. Nice landing for that. All right, moving into the next event, BGSU does have a slight lead going into the second rotation. Vault, we had a 48.825, where Ball State on bars was a 48.675. So we do have a slight lead over the Cardinals, and so we will see what rotation number 2 brings. Up first for Ball State on the vault is Carissa Martinez. And over there on the uneven parallel bars, we have Megan. And last weekend she competed and received a 9.675. So we'll see if she can increase that score today. You can see the coach is kind of giving one more last piece of advice, telling him to breathe. You've been training all week for this. You know what to do. Now let's just go ahead and go out there and do it. All right. Just give them a final word so that we are all ready. All the judges are ready to go for round 2, so to speak. Looks like we're ready for vault. All right, Carissa Martinez is going to start us off. Yurchenko full. Oh, beautiful. Nice landing, stuck landing. Beautiful leg form in the air. I didn't see any leg separation on that. Very nice job on that. All right. Again, that start off, that lead. First up. All right, we have Megan. Beautiful handstand. Free hip to handstand. Right into her release move. Finger. Just a little short on that handstand. Again, just a little short again on that handstand. Giant full into a double back flyway. Nice stuck landing. Again, that giant full into a double back flyway will give her some bonus points to get her close to that 10-point start value. Again, nice start on that event. Again, that lead-off roll is very important. All right, next up on the vault, Carly Mercer. 9.825 for Carissa Martinez on that Yurchenko full vault. Nice job. Leg form, pointed toes, nice stuck landing. Huge smile on her face when she finished that. I always like to see that. Next up for BG on the uneven parallel bars, we have Kira Thornton. And last weekend against Southeast Missouri, she went 9.625. So we'll see if she can do better on that bar routine today. All right, looks like Carly is ready. Very good. Different vault than the Yurchenko full. Unfortunately, she did land outside that line, and therefore that is going to be a deduction for that landing. But other than that, the vault was very good. It was a blind half turn, front pike half. Different than the Yurchenko full, which is kind of neat to see some different vaults out there. All right. And for Megan, she went with a 9.65. It's a little shy of her best from last weekend. And Kira Thornton is up next on the uneven parallel bars for BG. Nice packed salto to the low bar. Just a little leg separation. Nice toe point. Good job on that cast stand. Full twisting double back flyway. Nice landing on that. Very good. Again, very excited on that bar routine. You'll notice that their coach kind of stood on the mat to kind of stand there. As long as she does not touch her, then she's allowed to do that. Sometimes this is a confidence thing for the gymnast, knowing that your coach is like right there for that particular skill. All right, Jordiana Phillips is on the vault. All right, she completed a front is what we used to call it, but in a tight position. Very nice vault. Carly ended up with a 9.65 on her vault. And again, it was a deduction for not landing in between those two lines on the mat. Great for Kira Thornton's score, but Megan Bingham is up next on the uneven parallel bars. Next up on vault for Ball State. All right, it will be Kai Afala. Nice replay of Kira's dismount. Full twisting double back flyway. Just a teeny hop, like I said, on that landing. .725 for Jordana. 9.725. Not bad. Not bad at all. Again, just waiting for Kira's score. 9.60 for Kira. Nice solid score. All right, over on the bars there we have Megan. Kind of hard for her to go. Kai's vault over here for Ball State was quite good and the cheering was loud, but she is focused. Oh, fighting for that landing on that double back flyway. Very good. A little bit of a pike down on that. Looks like she let go on that dismount a little bit too soon and had to pike it down in order to kind of get that second flip rotated. But other than that, beautiful toe point for Megan. And her high score so far this year has been a 9.75. Here is Kai's vault for Ball State, was a Yurchenko full and a perfect stuck landing. It's a beautiful vault, beautiful vault. Should be a high score for Kai. Up over on the uneven parallel bars, we have Kyla Shaw for BGSU, and then Zoe Middleton on vault for Ball State. .775 for Kai on her Yurchenko full. I believe that Zoe is also going to be doing the Yurchenko full vault. And then, like I said, we're waiting for Megan's score over there on the uneven parallel bars. Oh, 9.675. Over on the uneven parallel bars, Kayla is ready to go with her bar routine. Press handstand. Nice shoot over. It's a little short of the handstand there. Toe to handstand. Giant full, double flyaway. Just a little step landing there. Her legs did come apart a little on that giant fold, and then into the double back flyaway. But other than that, a nice routine. Hopefully, should nice score for Kayla. Last week she went with a 9.75, so we'll see if she can better that score. All right, on the vault we have Zoe, and she is doing the reach ankle full. Very nice vault. The distance that she gets on that vault is very good. You want to have not only height, but you want to have distance, and of course staying between those two lines. And she had both of that, and she also had really nice form throughout in the air as well. So that should be a nice score for Zoe. All right, as we wait for Kyla's score on the uneven parallel bars, we're going to go ahead. Love Efkin is up next. And her high for the year, 9.825 that she received at Eastern Michigan, the very first meet of the year. All right, Kyla went with a 9.675. I'm sorry, Kayla. Love happens to be from Columbus, Ohio. So, local girl, so to speak. Just a little shy in that handstand. Double flyaway, layout. Ooh. Yep, and she fought for that landing. Very good. Stuck that landing. All right. Next on the vote, Zoe with a 9.80 on that integral full. And here comes Lindsay. Front half. In the pike position. Nice job landing into those two lines. A little bit low on the landing. Her chest goes down a little bit. That'll be a slight deduction. For the most part, nice job. Ball State does have an exhibition on vault. Mary Rose Bellin is going to compete as in the exhibition spot. And then we have Kennedy Brinebrink, who's going to be the anchor today on the uneven parallel bars for BGSU. High score this year so far, 9.75. So we'll see if she can better that. Love went with a 9.775. Nice solid score for her. All right, here comes Kennedy.
Next up on the bars for Bowling Green, it's Kennedy Brinebrink.
Toe to handstand into a ginger. Nice job keeping her legs together on that ginger. Oh, right to handstand. Very good. Wow, nice stuck landing on the double layout flyaway. Obviously a very good routine for her, and you can tell based on her reaction.
On the vault, here's an exhibition by
Awesome.
Mary Bellin.
All right, Mary Rose is going to come over here on the vault for an exhibition. All right. nice vault, seat full. Which is, notice that she's wearing a little bit of something of a protective measure, a little back brace kind of thing that she probably needs to wear in order to compete. Might have an injury, that's why she's in the exhibition spot. Overall, very nice rotation for the Ball State Cardinals. All right, we do have an exhibition over there on the uneven parallel bars with Elise. All right, she's going to show Brittany what she can do on the uneven parallel bars and hopefully maybe bump up into the starting lineup at some point. 9.725 for Kennedy. Nice job. Nice.
Exhibition by Elise Broska.
A little short on that handstand. Nice release move with the Ginger there, but her legs did come apart. Free hip to handstand and hack salto. I'd like to see her toes pointed a little bit more as she's competing on the skills and her handstands and whatnot. Oh, short there. Giant full. Double back flyway. Very nice job. Consistent. What was nice today on the uneven parallel bars is that Bowling Green did not have anyone fall off of the bars. That says a lot. Usually there's always one or two that maybe have a snafu of some sort or fall off. They did not. So a very strong performance on the uneven parallel bars for BGSU. We have a very close meet thus far after two rotations. Ball State has taken a lead with a 97.50 and BGSU 97.325. So roughly a little over a tenth of a point lead for Ball State. We'll then move to the next rotation. BGSU will go to the to the balance beam, and Ball State will head to the floor. Now, Ball State is ranked 25th in the nation on floor. It is their strongest event. So I expect to see some pretty high scores over there on the floor. And BGSU, unfortunately, beam is their, like I said before, kind of their worst event. They're ranked 72 nationally on this event. I know they've had some problems in the past couple of meets with some falls and things like that. So I'm sure Brittany and her staff are looking for a better performance today. Hopefully not as many falls, many wobbles, things of that nature. So hopefully they'll be able to put it all together today for the home crowd. I'm sorry, Corey, I could not hear you. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, we're going to go back and watch some replays here for the other two, while they warm up on their other events. Like I said, nice Schenkel full, nice step landing there. The enthusiasm is awesome. I love to see the smiles. There you go. Over on the bars. Free hip handstand to a Ginger. Straight over to a handstand. Like I said earlier, it was nice. There were no falls on bars for BGSU. That's awesome. Giant full. All right. Gymnastics these days, the judges, that's one thing. Those stuck landings, whether you're on bars, being floor, or ball, doesn't matter. When you finish, you must stick those landings. And that's the difference between 9.9 and a 9.8, things of that nature. Same thing with handstands on bars, getting to that all the way on top. got about 4 minutes left in our touch.
Well, yeah, we move in rotation number 3. We have Bowling Green on the beam and Ball State on the floor. On the beam for the Falcons,
Probably one of the best vaults of today,
Dubin,
I think, was that rectangle floor right there. The distance and the step landing was awesome.
Elise Frosca and Emily Gianfrancesco with an exhibition by Madison Coburn. On the floor for the Cardinals, Carissa
Looking at
Martinez.
lunge bar routine once again. Handstand right on top. Perfect. Kill the handstand and that giant fold. Again, trying to get that bone. Another Uchenko fold, very nice. The distance on those vaults are pretty incredible. All right, we've got about 2 minutes left in our touch warm-ups. Probably seems like forever ago that these girls have been on the floor and being warming up because you have to have the introduction, then you've got vault and bars. Talk a lot about beam being the Achilles heel of gymnastics. It's 4 inches wide, and what the gymnasts do nowadays on that event or on that 4-inch wide beam is incredible. My husband and I we went to the Olympics this summer. We were in Paris, and we went to the team finals for gymnastics, and we sat right in front of the balance beam. And the skills that those girls were doing, it was like they weren't even on a beam. They were on the floor. It was so exciting, and to see them live at the Olympics was pretty incredible. It's also a little frustrating, too, when you're doing your touch warm-up and you actually do perfect in the touch warm-up, and then you get into the actual competition, and then things don't go your way. Not only is gymnastics physical, but it is mental as well. The floor exercise is one of my favorite events. I love to hear the different music. You've got classical, you've got jazz, you've got hip hop, and the dance moves that they do are just so fun. And the crowd gets involved, the crowd cheers, the crowd yells. So the floor exercise is one of my favorite events to watch. I also love the beam because I think it's a challenge for those girls to stay up there and not fall, wobble, that kind of thing. I know I talked about it earlier, but that lead-off position role was crucial to get the team started off in the right direction. So for BGSU, all right, we have Faye Dubin is going to start us off. And then on the floor exercise, Carissa Martinez for Ball State is going to start them off. So. All right, there's the magic bell, as I like to call it, and we are ready for our next rotation. The 3 things that judges will look for on the balance beam will be your acro series, which is your tumbling. You have to have that. That's a requirement. There is a full turn that you have to have on the balance beam as well. And then you have a gym acro series, which is kind of a leap jump into an acro, like a tumbling type element. And then, of course, the dismount. Having that step landing, as I said earlier, is crucial as well. All right, we are ready to get started. All right, Faye Dubin is up. nice stuck landing there. Overall, nice solid routine to start off BGSU.
And to lead things off for the Cardinals.
She's probably so relieved to have that over with, which I'm sure it was a nice routine to start. All right, over on the floor X. Size, we have Chris and Martinez to start off Ball State. Here we go. For her first tumbling pass. A Rudy, a front handspring to a front 1.5. Nicely done, very clean. There's her leap series. Again, front tumbling. I love front tumbling. I was a front tumbler when I was in school. Each gymnast is required to do a tumbling class that has 2 saltos in it, and that was that requirement that she just met right there. Now she's got a little time to dance and kind of show off her personality, I should say. It usually comes out on the floor exercise. For her third and final tumbling pass. Beautiful, incorporating a little bit of dance in there as well with that jump after. Very nice, very clean. Nice solid start for Ball State. All right, Fable with a 9.50. Nice start for her. Up next is Kayla Shaw. Showing off her flexibility on that mount. Switch leg move to a split full. Getting ready for a side salto. A little different there than the side aerial. Now she's going to do her full turn as a wolf turn. As long as you show going around 360, then that meets the requirement of the full turn. You can do it a lot of different ways. Here comes your acro series. Beautiful. Back layout. Nice solid routine so far for Kayla. Just going to get ready for the dismount. Taking a second. And here we go. Gainer off the end of the beam with a slight hop. Very good. Nice solid start. Nice sigh of relief. Kayla hasn't quite been able to put a beam routine together over the past couple of meets, and this was the first time that she was able to really show what her beam routine would look like and whatnot. So great job for Kayla. Over on floor, all right, Carissa went with a 9.825. Very nice start to their floor rotation, and we are ready for Ava Molina. Oh, there she is. And here comes a little bit of a personality. You see her teammates kind of doing the same thing. You've seen this routine so many times in practice. You could probably do it if you had to. So it's nice to see her teammates doing it along with her. Nice back handspring to a 2.5 twist to open it up. little jazz dance there. Get ready for her second tumbling pass. Round off back 1.5 to a punch front layout. Meets that 2 somersault requirement. Now she's just going to dance a little bit. A loop series. Woofle, woofle. Very nice. You'll notice that she only had 2 tumbling passes versus the first routine from Carissa that had 3. You can have 2, you can have 3, as long as you meet those requirements that you need to. All right, moving over on the balance beam. Here is Megan Bingham. Nice full turn. Comes her Afro series. Back handspring, layout, step out. Very nice. Cat leap, side aerial, takes care of that gym afro. Very nice connection. Jump series there. Moving her way down the beam. Getting ready for her dismount. Round off 1.5 twist. Nice landing, just a little hop there. Her high score this year so far, 9.70. She received that at Eastern Michigan, the first meet of the season. I definitely think that routine was very good, hopefully higher than that 9.7. For Ava, she went with a 9.80. Nice solid score for her. Now we have Lindsay Gillard up for Ball State. Oh, great music. ACDC. Definitely brings out the personality. First pass. Nice clean punch front layout to a front 1.5. Very clean landing. Punch front to a punch front full. Definitely a front tumbler. The leap series. Finishing, getting ready for her third and final tumbling pass. Round off to a double back in the tuck position. Very nice routine. Really like the music on that one. Beautiful tumbling as well. Should be a nice score for Lindsay. All right, back over on the balance beam with Nadia. Nadia's from Medina, Ohio. Like I kind of said, locally. A lot of the girls are from out of state, but she happens to be from Ohio. Back handspring, back layout, step out. Beautiful. Her gym series, cat leap, switch leap half. Beautiful side aerial. There's that full turn. You can totally tell a sigh of relief when she made a couple of those skills. Again, getting ready for the dismount. Round off, back 1.5 twist. Beautiful landing. Almost perfectly stuck. It's a nice routine from Nadia. Very nice. All right, nice score from Lindsay, 9.775 for Ball State. Now we have Alana Sims up for Ball State. First summon pass. Double back, top position. Nicely done. Nice leap series. On floor, you have to have some sort of a leap combination, leap jump combination. Punch front to a punch front full. There, little facial expression, obviously enjoying herself out there, having a good time. Here comes our third and final pass. Punch front 1.5 into a straddle jump. Nice little combination. Very nice routine for Alana. It's really neat, like I said, seeing their personalities come out during their dance. Up on the balance beam, Elise Broska. Full turn, little bounce check there on the end of that full turn. And here comes her Afro series. Transferring back layout. Unfortunately, I had to take a step back out of that, which will be a deduction, even though she didn't fall, but just a slight one. Switch leg leap, straddle quarter. Sewn to a side arrow. Little bounce check when you bend at the waist like that. But she did have a nice combination. And here comes the dismount. Round off. 1.5 twist. That was a nice dismount on the end there. Nice height. Complete the twist. Nice routine. Just a couple bounce checks throughout that routine for Elise. All right, we're ready for the next competitor on the flow exercise, Kaya Fala. It's another kind of some rock music for their dance or their music selection. And well, they're enjoying their collection of music. First tumbling pass. Double back pike. Beautiful landing on that. Kind of like a soft landing. Sort of leaps jump combination. Number 2. Oh, punch front to a punch front full layout. Unfortunately, had a fall on that. Just didn't have enough rotation on the front full. third pass. Beautiful. Double back tuck. Nice landing on that. Overall, nice routine. Unfortunately, that middle pass proved to be a little tough.
Here's Emily.
Had to take a fall on that, so we'll see how she does with the score. All right, up on the balance beam, we have Emily. Wow, standing back layout step out. Nicely done. A little bit of a balance check, but that's a difficult skill to do from the standing position. Now her acro series, back handspring layout step out. Beautiful. She has very long legs, very long arms and then, ooh, switch combination there. A beautiful line. Dismount, back handspring step out until full. Beautiful, stuck landing, beautiful. It's a nice routine for Emily. High score as of right now, 9.50. I'm sure she would definitely like to see a higher score. That routine might just do it. All right, up on the floor exercise, we have Zoe Middleton gonna bring up the rear on floor for Ball State.
Back to the floor for the Cardinals, it's Zoe
For Kai,
Middleton.
9.025. That's one score they'll be able to drop. I'm sure Zoe will be able to improve on that score. Oh, beautiful double back there. And it was an open double back, which means you didn't have to grab her knees to pull it in. She was open as she was doing that. Very nice. Getting ready for her second pass. Nice front tumbling there. For Emily on the balance beam, 9.65. Definitely improved on her 9.50. Nice job there from Emily. Beautiful jumps for Zoe. Finishing up with her third and final pass. Beautiful double back pike. Almost open. She had to grab her legs a little bit at the end there, but that's not a deduction for that, so that's okay. Very nice routine from Zoe. Very good back tumbler. These were beautiful double backs. All right, we'll wait for her score. And we have Madison Coburn up on beam for BGSU. This is her first time to compete on this event this year. So we'll see what she can bring to the table. Full turn, a little overturned, as you can see. Should have bring it back. Afro series, back handspring, layout step out. A little bounce check there when her leg came up like that. That'll be a little bit of a deduction, but not much. Cat leap, side aerial. Natasha's very excited about making that side aerial. Switch leg. Switch 3/4. Obviously, very happy. Smiling and dismount 1.5. A little bit of a hop, but for the most part, very nice routine. Very happy, very excited for her. Must have been, like I said, the first time she competed this year on that event. Even though it's exhibition, it means a lot. Wow, 9.90 for Zoe on the floor exercise. Awesome routine. Now we have Grace as an exhibition for Ball State. Let's see what she can do. There we go. Round off, back 2.5 twists, I'm sorry, into a jump. Very nice. Nice score for Madison, a 9.55. Getting ready for her second tumbling pass. Taking a breather into the corner there. Punch front layout to Rudy, 1.5. Nice ending there for Grace. Very graceful. Well, that concludes our third rotation for the day. So BGSU will go ahead and move to the floor exercise, and Ball State will then move to the balance beam.
Bowling Green State University, we are a public university for the public good. A nationally ranked research university, we create public good through our graduates who lead and our collective pursuit of impact in Ohio and beyond. Founded in the Midwest, we never shy away from hard work. We embrace our responsibility to do good. We are proud to have state in our name. It's who we are, always striving forward. Always a public university, always for the public good.
A bold approach to engineering. At Bowling Green State University, our engineering degrees fuse the science of traditional engineering with technology and hands-on skills. This combination is what employers are looking for in the up-and-coming fields of robotics, advanced manufacturing, and systems engineering. It's why our graduates find jobs and why BGSU stands out. Don't just get a degree, secure your future at BGSU.
There's a reason Bowling Green State University is ranked #1 in Ohio for student experience. Our in-demand degrees and life design program prepare students for their first career and their next. With an unparalleled support system at a national research university, BGSU offers an unrivaled experience, all on a vibrant campus in one of America's best college towns. It's also why Bowling Green State University is the #1 school in the Midwest that students would choose again for the 4th year in a row.
We got about 4 minutes left into their touch warm-up. As I said before, BGSU is going to head to the floor. And this happens to be their second best event. They are ranked nationally on floor, 55th. So I'm anxious to see some of the floor routines today from BGSU. As Ball State moves to the balance beam, and this is their third best event. They're ranked 42nd nationally. I always think it's hard also on your body when you come back from the floor and you go onto the balance beam, your legs are kind of feeling a little jello-ish, as I kind of call it, because it takes a lot of energy on that floor to do some of those tumbling skills and whatnot. So I always thought it was really hard to go from floor to beam to try to compete or whatnot. So definitely takes some strength in those legs and whatnot. You might have seen on the floor where some of the girls, when they do their routines, will tumble onto a mat, a 4-inch mat or something. It's not a deduction. It's just to allow the girls to protect their legs from landing. Sometimes it just absorbs some of the impact, and so injuries are less likely to occur. So you might see some of those, especially during BGSU's floor routines, moving them in and out and that kind of thing. Again, it's not a deduction. It's just to kind of save those bodies, those legs for it's a long season and whatnot. I don't know if you heard it when we were on floor with Ball State. Before they would begin moving with their floor music, there would be some sort of indication of them to start. I know for the Falcons, it's like a falcon or a call of some sort, and they had like birds because of the Cardinals for Ball State had some sort of music starter for them, so they knew that when they were to begin, because your routine actually starts when you start moving, not when the music starts playing. And the same thing, it's finished when you stop moving, not the music stops playing. So, and that's pretty important when could be a deduction if you are not quite in sync with your music and so forth and so on. One thing to note about BGSU is they were kind of able to finally put together a beam rotation without any falls or hiccups, so to speak. So I'm sure they're probably pretty happy about that with their team score. No one fell off the beam, which is an accomplishment in itself, and there really were no major breaks in their beam routines. Just some things to clean up, some toe points here, some little balance checks, which I think that's awesome because then they're moving in the right direction and whatnot. Just about ready, about a minute left, and we'll go ahead and get the fourth and final rotation started. On the balance beam, Ava Molina will start first for Ball State in that leadoff position. And then for the Falcons, we have Megan Zazzalo. She'll be in that leadoff position for the Falcons on floor. Ball State currently has a little bit less than a point advantage. We have a 146.550 for Ball State, where BGSU has a 145.675. So not quite a full point difference there. Like I said, BGSU finally was able to put together a decent beam team score, which is encouraging for the future. So let's see what happens on floor and beam, and we'll finish this meet out. All right, so there is the horn. Coaches are giving their gymnasts for this rotation one last piece of advice. And now we're ready to get started.
Stroh Center will be resumed.
The Ball State coach is asking for the music to be turned down just a little bit before their floor or beam routine begins. Could be a little bit of a distraction. It's too loud. All right, so Ava is up first for Ball State, and here we go. Ooh, nice mount on that beam there. Different. Original. She's getting ready for her acro series. Back handspring. Back layout step out. Nice full turn. Nice front salto. Aerial front salto on that, taking off of 1 foot. Nice leap combinations. Split leg leap, split leg leap. At the end of the beam, ready for her beam dismount. On the back, ooh, double twist. With a big step on that landing there. Unfortunately, it was not a stuck landing, but nice solid start to the beam rotation for Ball State. And here we are on the floor exercise. There's the Falcon call. And now she starts. Front layout to Rudy, 1.5. Leap series, switch leg leap. To a wolf pull, 1.5. Do a much better job. Nice last pass. Front layout to front goal. Saw Brittany, head coach over there, a little excited. Nice start to their floor routine rotation. Awesome. Back on the balance beam, Ava started off Ball State with a 9.75. Nice score to get them started. And here we are with Lindsay Fuller. Nice facial expressions up there. She's definitely very relaxed. Switch leg leap into a split jump. Cat leap into a side aerial. Again. Nice combination. Here comes the full turn. A little bit of a balance check there. Full turn seems like it's the easiest skill in the world, but more gymnasts fall on a full turn than an acro series of this nature. Back handspring layout step out. Getting ready for her dismounts. Getting her full off the side. Nice step landing. Very nice routine. I think she likes balance beam. Facial expressions kind of said it all. All right, we're just waiting for Megan's score over on floor exercise. Looks like BGSU is kind of happy with that score. We have not seen it yet. Awesome, 9.825. for Megan. Definitely her high score for the season thus far. Up next, we have Landon Williams. Ready for her first tumbling pass. Beautiful. Very clean. Legs together on that twist. A little stumble out of that leap series there, but covered up nicely. One thing about floor, if you do wobble or you're off balance a little bit, you can totally dance it out. Sometimes the judges don't even know. Punch front full, punch layout into the front full. A little off on the landing, but covered it up nicely. All right, nice finish there for Landon. She's only been in one meet thus far and scored a 9.175, so I definitely think that routine is going to be much, or the score is much better. All right, Grace Sumner on the balance beam. Beautiful. Side aerial into back handspring. That's a tough combination. The side aerial coming first into that back handspring, but well done. Front aerial step out. Little bounce check. Switch leg leap. To a split jump. Nice combination. Beautiful full turn. Into the beam, dismount, round off back hand. Oh, I'm sorry. Back 1.5 twist. Nice stuck landing. Very nice routine from Grace. Very clean. I don't want to sound too ironic, but that was very graceful. She's very light up there on the balance beam. It was a nicely done routine. Should be a nice score for Ball State. All right, on floor next we have Megan Bingham. Landon went with a 9.725. Nice score for her. And here's Megan. Oh, beautiful. Flip back into an immediate double back pike. Nice combination. Again, you saw the mat being used. Not a deduction, but saving her legs. See Brittany kind of moving over from corner to corner, kind of giving them a little extra encouragement as they get ready for their next pass or whatnot. And here she goes. Run up back handspring, double back tuck. Very close to that line, going out of bounds, but was able to save it. Leap jump combination. Very nice. Kind of saw her looking at the judge kind of toward the very end there. You do have to make eye contact, or you should make eye contact with a judge somewhere throughout your routine and whatnot. The judges do like to see that, looking at them. All right, well, on the balance beam, unfortunately, we have a little bit of a conference going on, so that obviously is going to delay our next competitor for Zoe. Fortunately, it wasn't too long. Like I said, nothing more nerve-wracking than standing there waiting for your turn to go, and they are conversing on something. It definitely adds to the nervousness, the butterflies in your stomach, but they didn't take too long, which was nice. So we're ready for Zoe. All right, Grace went with a 9.650. Zoe, kind of old school here, going with a press up to handstand. Don't see those very often. Sometimes you want your mount to be the easiest thing in the world because you want to get up there and not fall per se, and then the routine will then follow. Sometimes if you have a really hard mount and you fall on it, the rest of the routine is tough. Switch like leap, switch like leap. Right, gym combination. Ready for her acro series, back handspring, layout, step out. Cat leap into that side aerial. Oops, side aerial turn. Interesting, not sure if she was looking for just a side aerial or that was something that was supposed to be added. She might have been off balance a little bit and needed to add that in there. Full turn. Punch front pulls in the tuck position. Nice landing on that. Just a couple balance checks throughout the routine, but for the most part, very nice. Speaking of the fact that we had a little conference on beam with the judges, we now have a conference on floor with the judges. Looks as though the meet judge, there's 2 judges on each event, and then there's kind of what we call a meet judge or a head judge that kind of is not assigned to a certain event, but will judge a routine here and there just to kind of make sure that the judges are doing what they need to be doing. So it's kind of like, you know, a check and balances. And so obviously they brought her in. She must have judged that routine as well, and there was a little bit of a discrepancy. Let's go ahead and get the score, though, for Megan. But now we're ready for Madison Coburn. And for Megan, she went with a 9.825. Great score so far on floor for BGSU. Let's see what Madison can do. Here comes that first homing pass. Run it back handspring, double back pike. Just a little bit off there. Definitely tried to fight it. Leap jump combination. Very nice. Splits are definitely at 180. Getting ready for our next pass. Encouragement from her teammates, coaches. Punch front, run it back handspring, double back tuck. A little under rotated. She had to step forward. That will be a little bit of a deduction. Usually they want you to step backwards if you have to take a step and whatnot. Overall, nice routine for Madison. All right, Delaney McMahon over here on the beam for Ball State. Zoe went with a 9.75. Nice solid score for them. Very unique there, like a back handspring on the head. Full turn. Nice leap series, switch like leap, switch like leap. Back handspring layout, step out, layout, step out. Nice acro series. Another requirement for the gymnast on the beam is I have to be down on the beam in some capacity. And she's definitely been down on the beam during her routine. But they have to have their knee, torso, something along those lines, touch the beam as a requirement for their routine as well. Gainer full dismount, little step back. Unfortunately, Delaney had some balance checks there, especially on that gainer layout, step out or whatnot. She kind of bent at the hips a little bit, so therefore a little bit of a deduction. All right, for Madison, 9.75. Nice strong score for her, 9.75. All right, Kayla Shaw is next. Get ready for her first tumbling pass. Run up back handspring. Beautiful double pike. Beautiful. Beautiful lump leap series, jump series. Next pass for Kayla. Beautiful punch front to double back in the tuck position. Beautiful. Great routine for Kayla. Alright, she has had a 9.80 this season, so let's see if she can better that with today's routine. That was nicely done. Alright, bringing up the rear over here on the balance beam for Ball State, we have Ashley Szymanski. She's the 6th competitor. She is ready to go. Getting ready for her acro series. Back handspring. Back layout, step out. Nice relax up there, smiling. Switch leg lead. Good. Little balance check. I gotta back it up maybe and try it again. Or some sort. She must have that gym combination there, so she's able to fix that problem. Sometimes they can repeat certain elements in order to get that combination and get that requirement taken care of. Alright. Nice dismount. On that back 1.5 twist. A little step on the landing. Nicely done. Kayla Shaw went with a 9.875. She was able to do better for a high at 9.80 a couple weeks ago. 9.875. Nice routine from Kayla. Now, Kira Thornton is up for us on the floor exercise. Ready for her first tumbling pass. Front handspring, 1.5 twist. We call that a Rudy. A little low on the landing, but was able to cover it up nicely. Getting ready for her second tumbling pass. Nice. Round off back 1.5 to a punch front. Beautiful leap series. Nice and split. Again, judges looking for that 180 split in any jump that they do. Last swimming pass, front and back handspring. Double back tuck, almost stuck. With a little step and a little wobble, but for the most part, nice. Oh, I like that ending pose. Very good. Nice routine for Kara Thornton. High score of about 9.775 this year, so we'll see if she can better that. And then up on the balance beam for an exhibition performance, we have Carly Mercer for Ball State. Front aerial step out right into a one-handed back handspring. Nice combination for her gym acro series there. You don't see a one-handed back handspring often. Cat leap into a switch leap, to a split quarter. Nice leap combination. Full turn. Dismount, back handspring, 1.5 twist. A little hop on the landing, but for the most part, a nice, clean routine. We have one final competitor over there on the floor exercise. For an exhibition performance, we have Elise Broska. 9.825 for Kira Thornton. Did improve on her high of a 9.775, so good for her. Just waiting for the judges to signal, and she is ready to go. Ready for her first pass, which is run up back handspring, double back pike. Nicely done. Here comes her next tumbling pass. Double back tuck. Nice solid landing on that. Switch leg leap, combination. 4 leaps, jumps in a row there. Back 1.5, right into a punch front layout there. I like that ending pose with that music, nice and dramatic. Nice job for Elise in the exhibition spot. And that will then bring us to a close for today's competition.
We'll have the individual and team scores in just a few moments.
As of right now, the unofficial results, because the judges will have to sign off on the scores that everything has been done correctly and whatnot, and there's actually a little bit of a conversation going on right now, so I'm sure that Ball State did some inquiries on the couple of the B routines. There were some scores that they probably thought were too low, and so therefore that's when the judges will confer and see if something was missed or whatnot, and so there might be some changes in some scoring. So the official results are not necessarily official until the head judge signs off on them. So officially, or unofficially I should say, BGSU I think finished you can tell the girls are on the big jumbotron here at the Stroh Center, so they're just, having a good time, laughing, and putting on a little show. All right. Nothing like the waiting game at the very end here, waiting for results. Right now, though, it's a nice opportunity for the coaches to kind of get together and have a little talk, just like how things went, good things, bad things, thanking them for coming, and so forth. They have a MAC regular season champion, and then, of course, you have a MAC champion at the MAC championships, which will take place in March. And so I know that Bowling Green has yet to win a MAC meet, so to speak. But that's coming, and what's nice about this is that they've improved from the beginning of the year thus far. So that's kind of good for them, and so they can build on this and hopefully continue to get even better. Next up for BGSU is they're going to inquiry from, I believe Ball State put one in for the beam, and they have to go back and look at that routine and talk to each judge. And because sometimes you blink and you miss something, or you think you see something and the other judge did not, and so sometimes that happens, and you have to, you know, own up to that mistake or realize that you missed something, or sometimes you could be a little harsh or too harsh, and anyway, so the score then has to change in some way. So I believe that's what we're waiting for. And that's exactly what happened. It looks as though Ball State's overall team score has changed. And it went up to a 195.275. These team scores are important because you need to, if you wish to qualify to the postseason,
go ahead with the results of this afternoon's meet. These are official.
Right, so we're finally ready after all the inquiries are in and over and done with.
The judges' final verification. First up on the vault, we have a tie for third place with a score of 9.80 from Ball State University, Zoe Middleton. And from Bowling Green State University, Shardania Brown.
Starting off with ball, it looks like we had a Falcon.
And we have a tie for first
second
place with a score of 9.825 from Ball State University, Carissa Martinez. And from Bowling Green State University, Megan Bingham.
Megan Bingham winning the vault, tying with someone from
Unofficial
Ball State
results
with
on the bars.
9.825.
Third place, and congratulations with a score of 9.75 from Ball State University, Zoe Middleton.
Now we're on the uneven parallel bars.
Second place, and congratulations with a score of 9.775 from Bowling Green State University, Love Ekman. In first place, and congratulations will go from Ball State University with a score of 9.80, Ashley Sisminski.
All right, so winner from, or the top score on the uneven parallel bars with
Here are the
9.80.
unofficial results on the balance beam, and we have a five-way tie for second place with a score of 9.750 from Ball State University, Ava Molina.
Now
Zoe
the balance beam
Middleton
finishers.
and Ashley Sisminski.
Looks like there's a three-way tie.
And from Bowling Green State University, Megan Bingham.
Or a four-way tie, I think.
And Nadia Parente. In first place, and congratulations will go with a score of 9.80 from Ball State University, Grace Sumner.
Oh, Grace Sumner, 9.80.
Here then are the unofficial results on the floor, and we have a four-way tie for third place with a score of 9.825 from Ball State University, Carissa Martinez.
Moving on to the floor exercise, 9.825 was the
From
third place
Bowling Green
finish.
State
So
University,
some
Megan
pretty high scores
Izella.
over there on the floor exercise.
Megan Bingham and Kiara Thornton. Second place, and congratulations with a score of 9.875 from Bowling Green State University, Kayla Shaw.
Kayla Shaw with 9.875. That was second, and then in first place with a 9.90.
From Ball State University, Zoe Middleton.
Zoe Middleton. It's beautiful routine, 9.90.
Here then are the unofficial results on the all-round. Second place with a score of 39.075 from Bowling Green State University, Megan Bingham.
Megan Bingham finished second, 39.075.
And congratulations to today's all-round champion with a score of 39.20 from Ball State University, Zoe Middleton.
And Zoe Middleton, 39.20.
Inside the final scores of this afternoon's match is
And then,
the
of course, the
Cardinals
final
of
team score, Ball State 195.275 and BGSU 194.775.
Congratulations to the squad of
Exactly
Ball
0.5
State
points.
University.
Half a point.
Very
Very close competition today.
Home
It's
meet.
awesome.
Our next home meet is Sunday, February 16th, as ladies take on Western Michigan. Don't forget, fans, that the gymnastics squad will be
And that
signing
brings us to a
autographs
close
up
for
on
today.
the concourse in just a few moments.
Like I
Once
said,
again, we'd like to
BGSU's
thank
on the road
everybody
next
for their
weekend.
attendance at today's meet. We look forward to seeing you
Wish
back
them
here
the best
Sunday,
of luck in their
February
meet at
16th
Townsend.
at 2.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoy the competition. And we'll see you back here at the Stroh for the next home meet.